Well, I guess it's time to eat. And I wonder what kind of tasty treat is being cooked up by that totally awesome chef. It's time for the Eccentric Culinarian. It's time for the Eccentric Culinarian.
Oh, hey, hello. This is the Eccentric Culinarian. I'm Chef Garrett, and today we're going to do dinner in 30 minutes. To start, I'm going to have you cook some white rice. Now, when you do white rice, regardless of what kind of white rice you do, you want to rinse it. That's one of the #1 keys to making it successful. So rinse it 3 or 4 times, and then put water. Now, some people put double the amount of water that they do rice, so 2 cups of rice to 4 cups of water. I like to use the finger method, where you take the rice and you level it out in the pan after you've rinsed it, and you put the water up, and it should come to just below that first line in your finger. So it should come to just about where my nail is right there. And then bring it to a boil, cover it, simmer it for 20 minutes. Boom, done. Every time, your rice will come out perfect. Now, let's get to the ingredients. All right, now to cook this dish today, we're going to need a few different ingredients. I have here some carrots, which I have blanched in salt water for about 3 minutes, and then I drain them and rinse them in cool water to cool them down. I have a half of a onion, julienned. I have 2 lemons, which we are going to use the juice from. 2/3 of a cup of sugar, or I'm sorry, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And then I have a 1/4 cup of green onion, a teaspoon of red pepper flake, tablespoon of garlic powder or garlic salt, 2 tablespoons of ginger, 1 tablespoon of turmeric, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, we're also going to need some cornstarch. So I have here a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, which I'm going to mix with water to use to thicken for a sauce. And then I also have a half a cup of cornstarch, which I've put into a container, and that's going to be to coat our chicken with. So here I have a pound of chicken breast, which I have thinly sliced, and I just took the breast itself and cut it into nice thick or thin slices, but wide slices. So I didn't have to cut the breast in any particular way other than to thin slice it. It doesn't matter if they all are the same length or the same exact thickness, just some nice thin slices off the breast. So this is a pound, and what I did is I went ahead and I marinated this in just soy sauce for about an hour. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this out in the cornstarch and just get a nice coating of cornstarch throughout the whole chicken. Alright, now that we have our chicken coated in our cornstarch, I went ahead and I heated up some oil in this pan. It's about a cup of oil, and it's not quite ready, but as soon as it is ready, we'll go ahead and we will get this chicken in there and start frying it. Alright, now that we have our chicken coated with cornstarch, I went ahead and I heated up a cup of oil in this pan. And I'm just going to slowly add this chicken in there, and we're going to fry it ahead of time. We want to cook it in batches, so as not to let the oil cool down too much. because then the coating on the chicken won't get crispy. In each batch we want to cook for about a minute, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put it on this plate that I have with some paper towels and let it drain while we put together the rest of the dish. All right, now that we've got our chicken fried off and resting, letting the oils drain off, we're going to go ahead and do our lemon sauce. And so to do that, we're just going to pour in the juice of the 2 lemons that we went ahead and juiced through a strainer. We're also going to put 1 3/4 cups of water, and 3/4 cup of sugar. We're going to whisk that together. We'll give it a little taste, and what it should taste like some bomb lemonade. Yeah, that is about right. You could add a cup of sugar if you wanted it a little less tart. Personally, I like it a little tart, so that's perfect for that. Now we're going to add our ginger and our turmeric. And that's going to give it a nice bright yellow color. Teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of garlic. And normally you can add the red pepper flake now, or you can add it at the end. My son doesn't like spice, so I'm going to just leave it out and put it in at the end on my own personal plate. So that's one thing. If you have kids and they don't like spicy food, just omit it. No big deal. Give this a little whisk. As you can see, it turns that nice bright golden color from the turmeric. That really accentuates the lemon sauce because it adds to the appearance of a lemon sauce as well as the flavor. And we're just going to bring that to a boil, and then we'll go ahead and we will thicken it with our cornstarch slurry, which I have right here. And as I swear by, especially in Asian cooking, obviously you use cornstarch, but when it comes to thickeners, this is my favorite thickener. And if you use this instead of a roux for many things, you'll find that it'll make your life a little bit easier. So, there you go. I think I accidentally said this was a 1/4 cup a little bit earlier. It's actually 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And then I used a 1/2 cup to coat the chicken. We just want to let that boil for a quick second, turn it down to a simmer, let the starch cook out for about 3 minutes, and then we'll put the whole dish together. Alright, now we're going to finish up everything. We've got the rice already made, we've got the chicken ready to go, it's nice and breaded, it's crispy, we've got the lemon sauce ready to go. Now in this saute pan I put a little bit of oil. We're going to add our 1/2 onion. And we're going to add our 3 sliced carrots. We're just going to hit that with a dash of basically a pinch of salt and a dash of pepper. Just a tiny bit. You don't have to put the pepper. You can just use the red pepper, but since my son doesn't like the red pepper, I'll just have a tiny bit of kick in there. And we just want to get those onions and carrots cooked and tender enough that we can add the chicken and the sauce together. And that is basically it. So I'm going to bring all these ingredients together right now, and then I'll show you the plate. Alright, and here's our finished dish. This is lemon ginger chicken with rice, and I went ahead and garnished it with that green onion and a lemon. Simple dish, delicious. Once you try it, you'll want to have it all the time. My name's Chef Garrett. I'm the Eccentric Culinarian. Thank you so much. Have a good night.